Welcome back, people, to a new episode. Finally, we have back to like our usual selves with no guests. We had a
Yes,
guest last episode, yeah?
yes, we
Tawfiq,
did.
yeah,
Tawfiq
yes,
Hassan from Jordan, improviser, comedian, and all of
yes.
that stuff.
And now we're back to our usual selves. But no, we have actually a bunch of people lined up soon, so yeah,
Yes.
we're excited. Anyways, how was
How are you,
you?
man?
I am great, kinda.
Uh-huh.
I have
What happened?
I have a weird story. I'm not sure if it's like you can say like YouTube approvable.
Approvable. I like that word. Okay.
But like
Yeah.
basically the funny idea for me is how how like people would do stand up one time and they would call themselves comedians. They're learning, man. The one time comedians are learning because let's just say someone tried hooking up with me and I wasn't into them. So I said to myself, okay, if I tell them, hey, I don't sleep with comedians, they're gonna leave me alone. And I say that, and then they go, but I'm not a comedian. I'm like, fuck. Oh, like checkmate that I have nothing to say. Like,
Hey, man, maybe they want to sleep with you really, really hard,
uh,
you know?
uh yeah, but yeah,
After that, if you like sleep together, sleep and all of that stuff, if you break up, you know what'll happen? They will become a comedian.
yeah, they become a real comedian.
Yeah, maybe that's what we should do. We should send you to sleep with with first time performers
Mm.
so that they don't put comedian in the profile at the after the first 3 minutes.
But does that mean like that was shit sex or great sex? Oops, maybe I should have
Well,
said
to
the
be
word.
to be fair, maybe they know that you have a how do you call it? You have this extremist look about people calling themselves comedians from the beginning,
Mm.
or not. You'll have like this rule of not sleeping with comedians.
Yeah.
So they're like, "Oh, I'm not a comedian, so it's a compliment to you. I think it's a plus three to
Ah,
you."
yeah. Okay, yeah, I understand. Yeah. But yeah, it was just
But
uh-huh.
but you have to sleep with all genders.
All genders. Oof.
That's a catch.
That's it is a catch.
You
Mm.
know,
But
whatever their gender, he, she, it, zapataya. What's zapataya like?
a comma.
Yeah, comma, semicolon. If you know what I mean.
I
Uh,
do not. What
never
is
mind that.
yeah, man. But yeah, it was a crazy story. I survived. I'm going
That's
to
good.
meet I'm going to sexual assault survival meetings now, yeah.
You mean comedian assault survivors with
Yeah,
like,
what
you know, yeah, yeah.
whatever you call it, man. But like yeah, I've been trying to write recently as well.
Oh man,
Creating.
for me, I went back. I got like the past 2 3 days. I had like how do you call it? Just a pause from all this thinking about comedy or like rehearsing with myself and all that stuff. And I went back to a game that I
Okay.
haven't played in like many years, and I forgot, not forgot. It just like, man, it's one of the best games you could ever play, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Undertale. Go play it.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
You know Undertale.
Yeah.
Man, you played it. Like,
Mm-mm.
oh man. Ah, but I think the endings, if you know it.
I think I've because back then I was watching like the YouTubers play the games.
Yeah,
So I was
yeah.
watching like what's his name, PewDiePie play it. So yeah, so I know,
Ah,
but I don't remember anything at all in it.
man, that is one of the most wonderful, like, how do you call it? Meta games that can ever be played. And you know how much of a troll the person who made it is?
Yeah,
Do you know how much it costs on Steam?
no,
69, 69
ah,
cents.
69, $69, 69 cents.
No, 69 cents. That's how
Oh
it
wait,
was.
it's cheap.
Yeah, but the idea of 69.
Yeah, no, I get it, but like wow,
That's
but like it's an indie game, yeah, like
It's an indie game.
like
Not even an indie game, it's a crowd-funded indie game, which now like it's you could say I don't want to like say it because it's fandom or like They're fanatics.
Mm.
Uh, and we hope we catch you guys watching us. But anyways, so there's kind of I don't want to say part two,
Mm-hmm.
but kind of something of the game. It's came out. It's called Delatrune or Delatrune or Deltarune. I forgot the, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
waiting because it's like in chapters. But yeah, man, that this game is an amazing game. That's oof oof. It's very how do you call it? Rare that one of the games that I played and then I play again and it just keeps me like speechless for 2 days.
Mm. I don't
You
know,
know?
man. I kind of now started hating like sequels or other like
Yeah,
title. Like I like when like okay, make it a same game with this, but have or like another like let's say like for example the Persona series we
yeah,
like every game is not connected.
yeah. Not it's the same universe but separate stories, right?
Yeah. But I like because now every time when something new comes out that's connected to something else, I feel like they need to either if I played it before, replay it or
You know what? Right now, soon they're gonna call this, or maybe they already call it the Marvel syndrome.
ah really?
Well, this is out of my butt. This
Ah
is the
okay.
talking I'm doing it, but because that's what Marvel did, right?
I man Marvel at one point is just like I couldn't anymore. It's like
Yeah. Like you watch some like I'll give you an example. I don't know like so whatever you watch and the problem is they already said that if we're gonna like watch a movie you don't need to watch series or whatever. Yeah?
yeah.
He said that. And then the first like they said that and right after it they instantly did um they put out I think there's Loki and there's a movie that was dependent on Loki, you know?
Uh-huh.
That you knew what Loki was.
Mm-hmm.
The series, and it just like you go like, what the hell is this? You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
But so yeah, like you're talking about this, like for me, I'm really hoping it doesn't become more of a disappointment. It's the new Daredevil.
Oh, yeah, I heard about it. Yeah.
You know, it's nice. And then they had to like mention how do you call it? They had to mention I don't know if you watch Secret Invasion.
I know of it. It's I know I heard that name before. Is it like the Nick Fury series?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. It's the series that made a doo-doo on Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Yeah, made Nick Fury look like a little, how do you call it? Salvetka, tissue. You know?
Tissue. Yeah.
Yeah. It was so bad.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of it, they introduce a character. We're talking about the Marvel universe, yeah, cinematic universe. Uh, they introduce a character that is stronger than everything
Mm-hmm.
because that character has the powers of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And then, so they just introduced this character, whatever. And then people start saying, you get that this is the most, like, you just ruined the whole, like, anything. There is no threat that can defeat this person,
Mm-hmm.
you know, at all. Yeah, like, whatever, there's nothing. You just ruined, like, the whole thing. And, uh, and so they were like, okay, imagine Secret Invasion never happened. This is
Okay.
like the
Yeah.
producers or whatever. And in Daredevil, they make a reference to the Secret Invasion.
Mm-hmm.
So this is for me. I was like, what the hell are you doing? Like, this was so unneeded. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It was so unneeded. But then again, you look at Daredevil and you realize Daredevil, like, so it was shot and like while it was in production, there's the Guild Writers strike or whatever it's called.
I
Yeah.
heard about it. Yeah.
And then they had to bring new writers. And then they discovered that, oh my God, this is really bad.
Mm-hmm. Like
You
the
know?
script, the first script.
Yeah. It was so like from what I understood, it was so bad that even like one of the actors was
Okay.
like, "I'm not starring in this. If this is the script, I'm not starring in this."
Okay.
You know. So they like changed it, This cat. So yeah, they changed it, and now it's coming out. It's like it's you can see where the reshoots happened
Yeah,
or
yeah,
the
yeah.
script changes, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and it's ugly. I think it's ugly, but I understand what you're saying. But you know what the like? I remember in the Persona series, there's one character, the guy with the nose, bald
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, 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 yeah. But
He's a
like,
recurring character, but you
it
don't need to know who he is.
kinda like he it's explained basically. Like,
Yeah.
if you want to like, there are icebergs diving into his story, but like you don't need to
Uh,
know a lot about him. It's just like you need to know like, oh, I'm the guy who helps you basically, or like with stuff like to.
uh,
But yeah, like I also like with shows, same thing with me. Like now I was watching Invincible, and
yeah.
I hate that every season I have to rewatch like the first two seasons now. Now it's three seasons every year,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Because I just want to remember everything like because sometimes especially with like side characters I just wipe them away from my memory.
You know, last time we talked, we were talking about Invincible, me and you,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
off camera,
Off camera,
and
yeah.
I reread all the comics.
Oh, all of it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's 144 like comics. It's not that big. Like, and each comic is like what 18 to 20 pages or
Okay,
22.
yeah, yeah,
It's not Naruto or One Piece, you know,
yeah.
600 or 1000. It's actually it's nice, but the show actually, like, there are things that the show are doing well, like trying to flesh out, you know.
Okay, that's
But
good.
also there are other stuff which is like not omitted. It was not even toned down. It's just like comes out like, what the hell is this?
Mm.
You know? Because there is one, but that's a bit later. It gets a bit, and I know it's probably for television. You know, they're probably like fixing it for television because there are things that's like really dark, let's say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know? But yeah, so with Invincible, you have to go back to the
Yeah, like rewatch every season from the beginning just to like remember some stuff. Like already remember the story,
yeah,
but like some episodes are like so uneventful that you kind of wipe them away from your memory.
yeah, yes, yes,
Like I remember like in season two the or season three, I forgot which one. There's like this seismic guy, Dr. Seismic, and he was in
yeah,
season one, but I couldn't remember him in season one because it's just like too quick to remember type of
yeah, yeah,
thing.
yeah. He just appears, and I think Mark and Eve,
Eve, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, they beat the potatoes out of him.
Yeah.
And then, and you know, and I think it was, what's the season now? What is it, season three or season
Season
four?
three is finished, yeah.
Yeah, it's like season three when he came out of nowhere.
Who? Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ah, you
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
the
And
same.
now, yeah, I was like, what the hell? Well, then, like when I read the comics, it's almost the same, you
Uh-huh.
know. But the only difference is in the comics, they were like, he's not that important, so they didn't give him too much time, you know,
Ah, yeah. Well,
like in the show. But you get it. Like it has to be fixed to show style.
I actually nowadays I'm turning a bit like you. I'm starting to realize how much better like comics, manga, or whatever is better.
Yeah,
Obviously, like with some the scenes, I would say like, well, depending on the artist, obviously,
of course.
but like fight scenes, I would assume like are better and animated. Oops, bless you. But just better like story. Not maybe, I would assume some stories are better on TV. Like if it's a shit writer. Or oops, bad writer. But yeah, I just like how easy it is to access. Like it comes out on
Yeah,
time. Basically, no hiatuses. Like
no. Well, in most cases, there's no, how do you call them? Um, Fillers. filler episodes.
Yeah.
You know, not only like filler episodes. Well, about them coming out on time, it's kind of I don't want to say debatable because sometimes they have to pause. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah, but if the pause is not like a season's like
Yeah. It's not like 6, 7 months of
yeah.
or 1 or 2 years of drawing.
Yeah, so it's kind of like
Uh,
I would rather do that. And like I'm I just hate like, now because I'm watching a lot of shows now again, and oh by shows I mean cartoons, but who
uh,
cares? And all of them are unfinished, and it's like I just know eventually I'm gonna like have to wait like years to finish the story, you know?
you have to, what do you call it? Not persevere. Patience, man. I
Yeah,
understand. I understand. When I was introduced to the Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, like that holy
big
trinity
three.
of
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like through the manga, I remember like how we were like waiting for not the chapter. We were waiting for the spoiler. Oh, sorry, for the not hint. What do you call it? For the preview of a spoiler for the chapter.
Mm.
You know? And we would start like making theories.
Yeah.
Like I remember there was one guy here in Jordan, which like right now when I watch these theory YouTube
Mm-hmm.
uh, what do you call them channels, I was like one of the guys who I knew, we had together like such interesting theories for One Piece. Uh, I think a lot, not a lot of them, maybe all of them, they're not true, but they were like interesting theories.
Ah, okay.
I was like these should have been recorded. We would
Mm.
have gotten like literally a few thousand like people watching us one time, and that's it.
Nice.
Yeah, but but so it gave us like like we would watch a preview and then we would wait for the spoiler, and after spoiler we would wait for the chapter,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a cycle of we had a time which lost time to be honest, which is we were living literally from let's say Monday to another Monday, just waiting for a chapter to come out.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
yeah, that's why you like I like finding like an old show that's been finished and just binging it
yeah,
one day. Like we all shit on Netflix for like putting out all the whole season in one day, but it's
yeah.
good. There's
That's interesting. You think it's good? Others might say it loses its intrigue, and
yes,
it's like this,
but here's the thing. A week is too long for like I don't want to be intrigued. Like again, in Egypt, let's say like we had like our best thing is like the Ramadan shows, yeah.
Yeah.
It's what 30 episodes, one episode a day. It's good pacing, but a
Uh,
week, I'm like, "Ooh, what's that? Like I don't want to wait a week. So yeah,
oh, I get it. So that's it. All shows must come out one day.
I would say one day or one episode a day. Like how about
Well,
that?
the other thing is you look at it. If I would go like how do you call it? Not systemic, like not even nitpick, just thorough, not thorough with it even. Okay, analytic with it. It's all
Mm.
analytics. They make the 1 week thing, yeah, because that's how like the payments, the advertisements, the whatevers, it's all
Ah.
come into play. And on Netflix, they even like the Netflix model, if you noticed at the first, yeah, I agree with you how it was. It was like 24 episodes, not 24, sorry, 8 to 10 episodes, that's it,
Mm-hmm.
right? One time, watch it, and goodbye. Now watch what they're doing. They're like for example, the show Squid Games.
Mm-hmm.
Season 1 came out, season 2 came out, but it's not actually a full season 2. It's half of season 2.
Yeah, I heard something like that. Yeah.
And it's eight epi or seven, I think, episodes, maybe eight episodes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened with it is now, well, it's gonna come out like in June, I think, the second half.
Mm-hmm.
But that's like, I think for me that's stupid. You're not telling your whole story.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Like the 1 week thing, I like them because please tell me your whole story. Yeah.
Yeah, but then sometimes
On,
it's,
on, on Netflix, if you remember on Netflix, on any almost every show, the end is always a cliffhanger.
yeah,
Almost all of them, not all of them, of course.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and it does not, like, there are so many questions that don't get answered, so you have to wait for season two. And you're like,
Mm-hmm.
wait, but you just answered like one plot, and there's like seven others. It's the same thing, no? And it keeps you for 2 years.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And that's something I don't like Netflix to. Again, let's not act like Netflix are making great shows, man. Like shows are
I don't know, of course.
like
I've seen their stand-up specials, but
obviously like there are obviously some good ones
yeah,
here and there. But like I it's good when you tell a story in one season and in it of itself it can you can fulfill the
yeah,
whole like like if the show ended here right now after this season,
that's it. That's cool. Yes,
I'm okay. I
yeah.
would obviously love another season, but if it ended here right now, I'm cool. And it's never
Like,
like this.
I'll give you an example. Not Daredevil, The Punisher.
Mm-hmm.
Season one of The Punisher ended, and it closed almost all the main plots. But at the end, they opened a small, how do you call it? Like a small, like, plot or some plot hole.
Mm-hmm.
But like, so for them, that plot hole, it was kind of the main one of the main plots of season two.
Mm-hmm.
But what they did is they finished season one. They're like, hey, and you're satisfied. Great, season one, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, there's this, by the way, and if you want that answer for this, you can watch. And you didn't even need to watch it. You're like, oh no, I'm fine with this.
Okay, yeah, 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 yeah.
Uh-huh. Like, I think that's one of the shows that did it. There was also Casa de Papel, the money heist. It was a Spanish thing about people robbing a bank or
Okay.
something. That was actually, it had like one or two seasons which were very nice. And then they just went,
Just
they
saying
went
it like
sci-fi shit with it, like, oh man.
how would Spanish people like rob a bank? They would like rob and they would take like a nap and then continue robbing something like that.
Basically,
Basically.
this is one of the seasons.
Really? Oh, okay, cool.
It's one of the seasons,
Nice.
literally. You know, it's just like between every 2 and 3 episodes, just an empty episodes of people just talking and napping and preparing. What are they prepared for? You don't know.
Okay.
That's
Cool.
funny. But like, speaking about those shows, have you ever noticed a certain not trend, like pattern to a show?
You mean the Netflix shows?
Oh, whatever show, like, yeah, probably the Netflix shows.
I don't like I'm not sure if it's every show, but at least the ones I've seen from Netflix. There's a lot
Yeah.
of heavy drugs for some reason.
Oh, a lot of emphasis on drugs.
I don't know why. And sex
Yes,
and teen
that's
stuff.
the main teen stuff.
So yeah, all the stuff I like.
Yeah, yeah. The drugs he means from the pharmacy, the
Yeah.
legal ones.
Legal
You
ones,
know,
obviously. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, you don't want to get bitten, by any loophole, not loopholes. Yeah, loopholes in the law there in Russia if someone speaks English and watches it.
Ooh, you know the
You don't
story,
know?
yeah? I know the
Yeah, of
story.
course. Man, I knew the comedian.
I know him
The comedian
too.
was, well, the comedian was my friend. He helped me so much, man.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, man. I even, like, there's you can send him a letter, like an encouraging letter.
Uh
Like, someone posted, like, you can send an encouraging letter, and I wanted to send him. And then another guy sent. He was like, "Listen, guys, when you send the letter, make sure it's like get well or hope you get out."
Like like you send a letter and people are gonna show it to him in prison, yeah?
Yes, yes. Yes. So you send a letter, and then it's a kind of a like a postal agency in a way. You send
Mm.
it online, and then someone delivers it to him.
Okay.
You know. And one comedian said that in detention, they will.
Read all your message.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They will read everything. So don't say like incriminating stuff. Don't cause him more trouble than he's already in.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I was so, how can I say this? Like so down when
Mm-hmm.
I read what happened to him, and the joke was not even that funny.
Yeah, yeah. I was about to say the same thing. Like, okay, if you don't know, like, recently in Russia, to all the listeners, in Russia, a comedian, uh, in Russia we have like a someone basically took the idea of kill Tony, and people were performing for 1 minute, and the comedian said something about people on wheelchairs at the metro. He didn't say anything about the special operations, which is the thing that shocked me. Like, no word about special operations. And then they said that, oh, you're making fun of special operations people. And he's now 3 months, I think. He got three
Uh,
months.
oh, really?
Well, so
Well,
I
I
heard.
know that the
Mhm.
maximum is like the. Sorry for interrupting you. The
Yeah.
prison the if he would be sentenced, it would be 6 years, from what I understood,
So
right?
yeah, I heard something like so. I heard that it's he got sentenced for 3 months, but one friend told me, no, like it's sentenced to prison for 3 months until the sentence is
Until the court hearing.
yeah
Like
until yeah
detention, it's in detention for 3 months.
ah
He would be detained for 3 months, and
yeah
then like his sentencing or whatever. It's such a like how do you call it? It's such a bummer to
ex
hear because man, and you know what's so funny? So in Russian, what he said, the
mm-hmm
way he said it, what he made fun of, that phrase, that let's say punchline, that's already according to what I read, yeah.
mm-hmm
From like there is one I read it somewhere that they said is that punchline is already something that the bloggers in Russia use.
okay
So he did not he it's not that he stole it. He was like, leading to his own punchline of the babushka who was like having an argument with him, yeah.
yeah yeah yeah
But that term, which is like these people on skates,
yeah
right?
yeah 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 yeah. He said like yeah skaters without legs.
Skaters without legs.
Yeah yeah yeah
That's apparently. Sorry. It's not about wheelchairs. Skaters without legs is about like these well, it's about like the people who also like go in the metro and they don't how do you call it? And they like try to live in the metro basically. You know,
okay
not
Uh,
like bumsy or whatever. Like this is what I understood from it, and it's such like what. And he got in trouble because he said
oh
someone
stepped on his foot
a guy who stepped on a mine.
ah
So
ah
automatically they said this means he was making fun of the special operations.
this I didn't because I didn't listen to the whole set. Like I would
No, I
skip a
listened to
bit.
it. Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
so
I listened to
but
it. It's like 1 minute, please.
for me the funny
Yeah,
part is at the end. He was like he was happy like the joke that was it was exactly 1 minute. He goes exactly 1 minute, and like
yeah, exactly 3 months to 6 years.
yeah, I was about to say the same thing, man. But yeah, man,
You
now
know?
it's super scary now to perform like here. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Like and you know what? Because I know like the judges,
okay.
and I don't know.
I
I
you mean the
I have a
judges
question
of
of
the
the
panel?
not
You
I
mean?
know the judges of who
Yeah.
will.
Okay,
No,
okay.
no, these guys stopped their contact with me when I came to Jordan.
Yeah, okay.
But the judges of the panel
Yeah, yeah,
of
yeah.
this the comedy panel, I was expecting them to also have like now like the eyes are gonna be on them also.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But,
Do you know what part of show it was? Was it like on a television channel or was it on a,
it's their YouTube channel.
it's on a YouTube channel?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Like I can send you, I can send you the YouTube channel or something like that, or you could just,
Yeah.
it's called like Stand Up in 1 minute or something like that, but in Russian, obviously.
Uh,
Yeah. So,
and you know what's there's more to it. Did your contacts, did the guys like you talked to, did they tell you like who reported him?
oh no.
So the guy who reported him, man, I read a lot about it because
Okay.
I was like so pissed off and like sad at it. And at the same time, I was kind of happy
Why?
because remember, there's a certain joke I have where I talk about not the special operations, but I talk about like the some politicians in Russia,
Yes.
you know? It's just a passing by, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But it's I was like, holy, if they took that mine thing,
Mm-hmm.
they put like stuck this guy with how do you call it? The special operations, he was making fun, he was insulting the beliefs of the Belarusian tomatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is my own phrasing, so never mind. Imagine if what that joke, if I would say it and someone would take it,
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
its context is what it is. Context is. I was like, I am happy. I am, you know.
Exact man, like again, like I had like I was talking to a bunch of comedians. I don't know, like for me, we're sitting with a bunch of comedians of
Yeah.
silence, and for me, it's like, so who else is writing material about
Yes.
Metro, MPTs and Metro? And then people started talking to me. We started talking about it, and I'm like, yeah, I legit don't understand what's the wrong the problem. It's not dark. It's not like insulting,
No,
in
no,
my
it's not.
opinion.
Yeah, it's not.
And one girl was like, yeah, it's not dark for you. And also, it kind of made me fear. I'm trying to be cleaner now because I'm
Yeah.
scared.
Oh, that's cool. That's good. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Fear. Like I couldn't scare you into writing clean. Thank God the government's fear is gonna make you write clean. That's cool. You will get more value. You will get more places.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah, yeah.
You know?
So clean no more
Yeah, that's
nowadays.
good. So yes, yes, clean Omar. He just dates non-comedians and takes drugs from the pharmacy. And there was a third thing I forgot. But
Uh,
yeah, so who reported him
yes.
is it's a Telegram channel with 5,000 users, and the head of that channel is a guy who works in the, let's call it the snitch committee.
Okay.
By the way, I will tell you something funny because oh man, this is hilarious. So there's a department in Russia
Mm-hmm.
which is to fight extremism.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like the Department of Fighting Extremism, and these are the people who look for, this a comedian who tells a joke or whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
The very very funny thing for me is what's it's called. Uh, so it's called Section A in Russian.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the letter A, that's the beginning. That's the first letter of the word extremism.
Okay.
So basically, it's section extremism. That's what it is.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
you know, I was like, how can nobody have made a joke about this? I was talking to one comedian when we were discussing this, and
Mm-hmm.
I wrote like literally 3 or 4 jokes just about this.
Nice, nice. Yeah, it's weird that this is someone's job or what passion. Like, oh, I want to watch YouTube videos and like Instead of dislike, I swear maybe it's because they removed the dislike button or something like that. Now they have
Probably.
to, to, to report because like you don't like the joke, just like move on.
Just like,
Dislike, can't stop the video. That's what you could stop the video. Say not
yeah.
interested. Like I don't know, man. Yeah.
So the head of this department, well, not this department, the head of something like in these committees,
Mm-hmm.
let's say him and his cronies were the ones who were responsible for reporting this guy. Yeah, man, it's funny. Like maybe that's the only time where YouTube comments are actually cathartic.
Mm-hmm.
They make people vent and not go out, buy a gun, and or report other people. But I
Yeah.
love it. They have a snitch department. Although, let's be honest, me and you are from the Arab world, so
Oh, and like if he's like super pro Russia, what the hell was he doing on YouTube? Why can't he watch the Russian YouTube, RooTube or whatever?
why is it? Oh man, that's yeah. Imagine if he paid YouTube for YouTube Premium to remove the ads. Although there are no ads in Russia,
Yeah.
which is a very good plus, by the way. I
But
miss that
but
plus.
YouTube is not working anyways in Russia no more.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You need
It's
V
not working?
you need VPNs now.
I know that it's like slow, but
No,
I
no,
knew that it used to be slow. Now it doesn't work at all.
it doesn't work.
Holy potatoes. What
Yeah.
why is that?
Same like there's just the special operations. People are
Yeah,
stepping on mines apparently all those every second.
imagine, and they have to use a VPN,
Yeah.
which it would be funny if they pay for an illegal VPN.
Yeah, it's such a scary story, man. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and like the joke itself, it's just basically it's not even like it's just someone's interpretation of a joke, and that's it. That's imagine like someone goes to the police or to whatever the investigative committee is, and goes, my interpretation of this is it makes me insulted.
Yeah.
Put this guy in prison.
Yeah, and also what I know is he found out that he's being sued or gonna go to prison for it, and he tried to fled the country,
Yeah,
fleeing the country, but
through Belarusia, which kind of like we were like, really, you tried to go through Belarusia? Are you crazy?
yeah,
Why not? Why not go back to to whatever section the section snitch is and just give your hand,
yeah,
like
yeah,
tell them,
yeah,
okay, do it to me, please. Yeah, it's and you read what they did to him.
yeah. Well, I didn't read. I found out, which
Yeah,
to be like on the video of him being sentenced. There's a video you can Google it. I'm
he
pretty.
wasn't sentenced. He wasn't sentenced.
Well,
That
like
was
the three
it
to
was.
3 month thingy.
Yeah. Oh, okay. No, this one I didn't watch. Okay, okay. No, this one I didn't watch. Uh-huh.
Okay, which video did you watch?
The one where he was like saying, "I'm sorry for offending," and it was like right when he came back from Belarusia, how he looked,
Yeah, 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 yeah. But like,
and
yeah.
he sat in front of a lady prosecutor or lady whatever.
Oops, I didn't
No,
watch that one. But like the one I watched, he didn't look beat up. I don't know.
his back. It's not the front. This is 101. Sorry, this is 101 of prisoner beatings.
Mm.
Not no face. Don't do anything on the face.
But from what I heard, like they broke his ribs, they broke
They
his back.
Yes, on his back you can see the marks.
Ah,
You can see the marks, and they electrocuted him.
oops.
Yeah, and they say that's the Belarusian police. Allegedly, of course, we have to use the word allegedly. This is, and
Yeah.
I think someone said, sorry guys, for this being a comedy podcast, it's kind of not. It's at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Someone said, oh, he fell while going to while I don't know, going downstairs or upstairs or passing whatever, and he fell on his back. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah, there were like electric sticks all over the station, and he just kept on falling on them. You know?
No, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and he had a joke, which he called. He was the premise of it is like he was saying how um, the government is sending. I'm saying the government, not specific government. The government is sending the family of the deceased meat grinders,
Mm-hmm.
and they put it on his neck like as a show of like, yeah, that is such. And you know what was so interesting is watching comedians' reaction.
All right, well,
Because yeah,
uh-huh.
oh man, I had time to read about.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
free, man. What the hell?
No, I'm not, but it was so again, I tell you, like I know the guy, man. He's like such a nice guy, such a great laugh, by the way.
Okay,
Such a
nice.
loud laugh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And like if he likes something, he will like laugh at it. If he doesn't, you will see like his face go, you
Mm-hmm.
know? I
Yeah.
remember I remember this really, really well. Very nice guy. Well,
Mm-hmm.
to me. So anyways, um what were we talking about? I forgot. Oh yeah,
You
yeah. So
the
like the
comedian's reaction.
comedian's reaction, like some comedians were like it's interesting how they're like it's not all of them, of course, it's a few of them, and the few of them who said it, and there were people who were like, like there was kind of a debate, a small debate,
Mm-hmm.
but it's interesting. Some of them were like, oh no, it's his fault, he shouldn't have joked about this, you know he's joking about like the making fun of our whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
you know like they were like clearly they were trying to support their own government, and the other comedians were like, if we don't know if these guys are snitching with the section
Yeah.
snitch,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
section snitch, the SS, that's a new joke. Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
SS were the Nazi, how do you call it, the secret service.
Nice. Okay, I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
yeah, the
Okay.
Gestapo, Gestapo SS, whatever. So yeah, so like comedians wanted to answer, and they were like we don't know what exactly to answer, so that they don't put us in,
Yeah.
they don't report us.
Yeah, I think, but what about this? What if everyone started being offensive? Would that mean everyone
Everyone,
would go to prison?
yeah,
Or would it be
yeah, yeah,
just uh
yeah. Or would it be what?
or would it be like no one is gonna go to prison?
Revolution.
Like it's like have you seen in Incredible? I know from comedian getting to prison to Incredibles, but like it's like when everybody's super, nobody's super. So when everybody's joking about
Yes,
amputees on the metro from the special operations, nobody is joking about them.
I see. I see, Omar. You have a certain joke that you have punched it up so well that now you can't say it. Yeah.
No, I'm just thinking about like because like do you think again my idea is like let's say every comedian puts his a minute on YouTube which is offensive. Do you think the government is gonna round them up one by one? Like they're gonna go to
Yes.
open mics? It's just like I saw you, I saw you.
So there was a comedian. But you know what's so like? Okay, I'll get back to my point, to one point a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So one comedian, he was performing. He was a pretty well-known comedian, yeah. And the middle of his performance, a champagne comes to him,
Mm-hmm.
champagne or wine. I don't remember the exact.
Mm-hmm.
And this is kind of a sign from the Secret Service, not Secret Service, sorry, the intelligence service, that this is the last drink you will drink.
So he did it like he was performing at a concert.
Yeah, yeah, it's his concert. He was performing, and in the middle of his performance, Like on the stage, someone brings him a bottle of champagne,
Like
and
one
then
of the bartenders.
well, it's a theater, so yeah, you could say yeah, sure, one of the bartenders. You know,
But don't the bartenders know better not to interrupt the comedian?
it didn't matter
So
because
like,
the poor people who sent them,
like they say, like we're
yeah, they
intelligence.
told them, yeah, put this there right now.
Okay,
You know,
like it was for an offensive joke, or like what?
no, the guy was, let's say, against certain stuff.
Okay,
You know, uh,
oops.
and this was what 1 or 2 years ago, I don't remember.
And was he arrested or what?
No, he pissed off the country. He went to Turkey first, and now I think I'm not sure if he's still in Turkey or in the US or whatever. Very funny comedian.
Do I know him?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
nice. Okay.
I don't know if you watch for him, but you know him. So yeah, so but the thing is that this guy, my always take on it when is that the friend comedian, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he tried to escape because what I think he wasn't famous. Because if he was famous, if he was famous, he would have paid a fine like other comedians. He would have made an apology, paid the fine and left, paid the fine and left. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But because he wasn't famous, so he probably like someone told him like, yo, you're gonna get sentenced. They're gonna make an example of you. You know?
Yeah. Oh, it's
So someone told you, sorry, so someone said is that he heard that they will put him in prison anyways.
yeah. No, like here, like he's gonna get prosecuted or whatever, and
Yeah.
he chose to like fleeing the
Ah,
country.
like if I remember in Russia first you go to investigative committee and then if it's if after it you get prosecuted. Yeah,
Maybe then
that's what I know.
he went to the investigative committee and then he
Yeah, it
chose
was
to.
first investigative committee. This is before going to the prosecution,
Yeah,
and
probably.
he like tried to escape. Like because my theory was is that someone told him run,
Yeah.
basically, because but at the same time I always think of it as like, oh, he's not famous, this is why, if he were famous it would have been different.
Yeah. Also, it's kind of weird. Like literally a week after, like maybe a little under a week after it happened, one stand-up club was throwing a party,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
and I'm
Yeah.
like, why? Like this should we
Life
all
goes
be?
on, man. Life
Yeah.
goes on. There's no solidarity.
But like, yeah, no one
Yeah,
is talking about it anymore, to be honest. Like the,
basically, yeah, yeah, yeah. you know like I keep on like in the comedy groups, I'm still there. I like
yeah. Like even the one of
check
the
out.
guys, one of the like he goes, "Oh, tell me your favorite comedian." It had like a picture of this comedian in prison.
Yeah,
And he goes, "If you want to perform with us, comment who's your favorite comedian." Blah blah blah. They didn't pick me.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. But the guy who posted this is in Germany, so he doesn't care,
yeah. I know the
you
guy.
know.
Yeah,
uh, so it is what it is. But it's kind of like I think it's very indicative of my main point of it is like, oh, you're famous, you can get away with it. You're this, you can't. And imagine this, you said it. This guy joked about like this what do you call it? He joked about amputees, yeah? He
Mm-hmm.
joked about this and it got turned into, and he didn't even give any, how do you call it? The term of special operations. He didn't talk
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it,
yeah.
and it got turned on him. Yeah,
Yeah.
I imagine what else can be turned on you.
Yeah, it's again now it's just like
It's open
you
season
don't
for any word.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's the my biggest fear now. Like
Like there's one comedian who his punchline, a punchline of a joke is He lives in a certain country, and her punchline is, "We have elections."
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Okay.
that's the punchline, and people laugh. I
Uh-huh.
was like, so if anybody hears this, they can just warp it to, oh, look, he says that we don't have elections, right?
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, wait, I don't know why. The thing is, I know like six comedians who have the same joke. Just said.
I know 20 who
Yeah.
do this
Okay.
that same joke.
Exactly.
So no, we know this. I just
Okay.
don't
Yeah.
want to say the country. I don't want to say anything.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. They're all
You
in a
know?
free country.
Yes, yes, yes.
Anyways.
In a free to jail country. Yeah. You know, it's kind of like such a bummer. Like, what can be misinterpreted? What's next? Like, if the U.S. and another country become friends, and you joke about Donald Trump, what you're gonna go to prison? You know?
Oof. Yeah. 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 It's a scary time we live in. But yeah, that's why you appreciate the comedy scene in America.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
Well, yeah,
I can live with being canceled. Like,
yeah.
at least, like, but going to prison is just like scary. But maybe the guy's gonna come bump material from it. Like,
I hope. Well, I hope that he. Well, right now the scene of Russian comedians in all over the world, I think it's growing,
yeah,
and I hope that I don't know. I hope he gets like a very light sentence, like these 3 months will be that's it, you know.
yeah, yeah.
And he just leaves because right now, uh, uh, everybody's every like that is
Mm-hmm.
come here, come here. She did meow. Yes, sorry.
That's fine.
So yeah, so I hope that he leaves and he leaves the whole country because it becomes a stigma on him, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I think also it can be like good marketing though. Like
And here's the thing: is
on
he
the
a good
community.
comedian?
He is. Are you asking me a question or are you telling
I
me
know,
that?
I'm asking you, is he a good comedian? Like, imagine you're like not that good of a comedian,
Yeah.
you know, and you get to go to jail for a shitty joke.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, like, like if it was me, which probably might be me, but hopefully not. Like, let's knock on wood.
Not on everything, my friend.
Um,
Imagine right now someone's knocking at your door.
yeah, but uh, I would have. This would have been my marketing tag. Like, the Russian comedian who got
Oh
to
yeah,
prison
yeah,
for
yeah,
telling
yeah,
joke.
yeah, yeah. A lot of comedians do that. Do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one comedian who his main shtick, oh, but like he's very funny. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
his main shtick is he talks about when the intelligence service called him, when the intelligence service called him from another country, like he was in another country and they called him like to another country, and he was like,
Okay.
"Okay, I'm gonna make you pay the fee,
Okay. Nice.
the international fee," you know. So, yeah, it's now a shtick of oppressed comedians. Although that would be like, well, Louis C.K. was oppressed a little bit, and then he went to Europe.
Yeah, but Louis C.K. is funny.
Yeah,
You can't.
yeah. You know what I like in the middle of hopefully his sentencing, the only thing that will make him go like become like innocent, like mistrial, yeah.
Mhm.
How he will get a mistrial is because the VPN is not working and they cannot show the videos.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just like,
And they're like, oh, but did you download it? Oh, but downloading is illegal. Yes.
mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That would be obviously it's not gonna work, but it would be cool like if the videos wiped from everywhere. Like,
Oh yeah. and electricity failed.
But if the videos actually wiped everywhere, would they have would they no longer have proof? Or
Uh,
I was just
Maybe,
I
but
don't
here's
know.
the thing: would they? You have to ask yourself a question: do they need proof?
Exactly. They're like, we don't have proof, but we're not gonna
Yeah,
let you go. Like,
yeah, exactly. They will be like, wait, we'll make a, how do you call it? A reenactment.
yeah. He was like, they're like, give him a mic. Can you do 1 minute, please?
Yeah. And they
I
will ask, yeah,
uh-huh.
they will ask one or two members of the audience to laugh
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
the, sorry, the court. Like,
Well, that's how much people were laughing at the joke. Was
yeah,
not
exactly.
one or two. My idea I told it to like my friend Mifotif. He was on the
Yeah,
podcast a couple of times. But I was like you know, like how in prison they let you sign the contract to go to war, and then you get a lighter sentence if you're like in prison. And I'm like, yeah, like that he can do that. He can sign the contract. Like hopefully, like it was a joke. So yeah, become amputated. Someone comedian's gonna make fun of him. He goes to prison, and then it's like just a cycle of
I
like
go.
farming material and soldiers to like
The same joke.
yeah. It's just like it's going around in wheels basically, you know, like
Uh, you know,
yeah.
uh, it's kind of like it's such a bummer because right now, for example, I know uh, two comedians,
Mm-hmm.
maybe three, who like they were thinking about like revisiting their mother country,
Okay.
you know?
And now they're
Not thinking, it was just a passing by, like, oh, I might, la la la. And
mm-hmm.
now they're like, no.
Yeah.
So, but they were like, they're gonna pick me up from the airplane the moment it's like enters the airspace.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna
Mm-hmm.
just throw me out, like, hey, go to whatever CISO
As,
Shistoy
as,
would elicit one.
they're like the guy comes with broken back and it's like, oh, it's the police of the ocean. He beat the shit out of him, you know. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
It's such a blame, such a bummer, man.
but hopefully, maybe it's gonna become funnier in prison.
Well, he's gonna have material, definitely.
Definitely, yeah.
He's gonna have material up from out of the wazoo, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, and also like he can run the bits by the prisoners.
Yes, yes. For cigarettes.
Yeah, and then run the bits by the prisoners and polish. She just like hopefully like not 6 years. Obviously, we wish him a fast
Oh no, just I wish him
exit.
yeah, I wish exit,
Yeah, fast exit.
yes.
But like yeah, it has like a huge time to because I don't know what you do in prison. To be honest, like he can write material. I think either work out or write material.
Just watch Prison Break because it's 100% the same thing.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, oh, definitely you will have time to man, there are
Write
people who
books.
go to prison books and they come out with PhDs.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Nice.
I know people here who who've been working for like for 10, 15 years. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They can't even read or write.
Uh-huh.
And these guys go to prison and come out with a PhD. Well, the prison is doing something properly and nobody knows. Like if you don't pass, you're gonna get F.
Yeah.
All the cigarettes I spent on you.
They pay in cigarettes, like, you know, like how much is tuition? 250 cigarettes. Yeah.
Eesh, someone bring me the soap. It needs to
Yeah.
fall about 70 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also it would be funny like to see him talking to the other prisoners like, what are you in for? Like, killed the guy. And he's like, I told a joke.
Yeah. And they will ask him about, and here's the kicker. Well, if you excuse the pun, you know,
Yeah.
like, I don't know about someone stepping on a mine.
Yeah,
Yeah, Yeah. Oh man, it's annoying. Oh, imagine. But also, he can be like the first prisoner who does stand up in prison.
In the world?
I don't know, maybe.
No, no.
I know.
Uh,
There's a comedian who did
yeah.
who did stand up in prison, as in like, but he wasn't a prisoner.
He was a prisoner before, but or was
Who?
Ali Siddiq or something like that?
I don't know if Alice. I don't know about. Oh man, he has a new special coming out. I'm so looking forward to watching it. Or maybe it already came out.
Or was it?
But
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know if he was a prisoner. I know something Rodriguez. I forgot his first name or second.
Mm,
This guy was like the one of the few people who did stand up in prison in maximum security. You
nice.
know? Yeah. And it's so funny because when I was watching that his thing on YouTube, again, this is YouTube comments, and someone on YouTube wrote is like, "Hey, this is my father is the guy who hugged this comedian," and
Nice.
I was like, "That's bullshit," but I'll try to
Would
believe it.
would you do stand up in prison?
Oh, definitely.
Because I think it's cool. Like,
Oh, definitely. Because here's the thing: if they look at me, they'll go, "This guy, we can't do anything with him."
yeah,
You know,
uh,
like we can't. So let him try what he what he wants. You know,
yeah,
we don't want to extend our life sentence to like 3 bones and a half. No,
yeah,
thank
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yeah. But
But
yeah,
like,
so you would do in prison.
I would like obviously like not not in front of psychopaths who would maybe just have love to kill me, but like just like, normal.
Yeah. A quick joke is there's a whole new term, a whole new meaning to the word killing in this case.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, like, hey, I killed in a room for 50 people. They were like, wow,
Mm-hmm.
genocide. Oh no, I meant with laughter.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Anyways, I think we should be wrapping up now.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Because we have
Why not?
another episode to be
Why not?
filming today. Anyways, people, thank you.
Yeah.
Please like, subscribe. Like always, everything is in the
And
description.
don't snitch. You glitch. Stop snitching.
Snitching
Uh,
goes. Anyways, yeah.
write in the comments. Write in the comments. Cathartic. It lets out all the hate that you have for the comedian. Everybody, just right there,
Yeah.
and like that's it. And dislike
Uh,
because it's good for engagement.
anyways, people, peace.
Well.